Never you allow anybody or circumstances of life to rush you into a relationship that you later regret. Never you settle. Settle. Mark that word. Never you settle for less than you deserve. God has your best interest at heart. God has a wonderful plan for you. The reason why people miss out on God's plan for their lives and on God's best for their life is because they settle. They allow themselves to be rushed. They allow themselves, to be pushed by the society, by what people think, by opinions of people, by, some wrong doctrines. And they ended up regretting their life. And some are in a relationship where they are right now dying. And because of the ignorance or because of wrong doctrine, they are still in that relationship. They can't quit because of what society will think or say. And they are missing out on God's best for their life. They are missing out on God's plan for their life. Hello friends, this is Ekwunife Augustina. I am Amazon published author of 8 books. I'm one of the essential workers and happy also to be a YouTuber. I am a writer and my greatest desire is to contribute positively in someone's life out there. So if this is your first time of tuning in, I just want you to know that you are loved, you are welcomed, and you are highly appreciated. If you haven't done that already, please subscribe to my channel, press the notification button so that each time I upload new content, you will be the first to be notified. So let's jump straight into today's topic. We all know what it means to be single, but what does the word seasoned mean? When you combine it with being single and seasoned, what does that mean? Simple. I just want to give a simple definition of being single and seasoned. Being single and seasoned simply means that you have been through a lot in life. You have, gathered experiences. You have matured through all these experiences that you have been through in life. In other words, it means that you can just handle anything that comes your way. You see? Being single and seasoned is not the same thing as being just single. Okay, there are many singles out there that are not seasoned. In other words, they have not learned to grow through their experiences. They have not, allowed themselves to let what they have been through to make them better. Most people ended up being bitter over what they have been through. Okay. And there are ones that are so fortunate that they were able to transform all those experiences, most especially negative experiences, into assets. And they are now using those assets to be a kind of inspiration to other people. And I'm one of those people. I did not allow what I went through to make me bitter. Rather, I thank God for the grace because I was able to, allow those things to make me better. And I'm still in the process making myself better every single day because I want to become the best version of me. So if you want this kind of video, then you are on the right platform, empowering women, empowering, young ladies to never give up on themselves. Being single is not a crime and it's not a taboo. So you can be single and still be happy. You can be single and still, discover your purpose for life, discover your gifts. You can be single and still be working with God. You can be single and God can still walk through you. You can be single. In fact, being single is a gift because not everybody can be single. Being single is a very tough work. It has its ups and downs, and that's why I say that not everybody can be single. It's a gift. That's why most people makes it look so easy. It is not easy to be single, trust me. So the point I want to make here is, don't let anyone rush you into a relationship. Never you allow anyone to rush you because you are single. It is not must that you have to be in a relationship. Being in a relationship does not complete you. You have to be complete first before you enter a relationship. You are looking for a man to complement you, not to complete you. You can be single and be happy. You have even more chance, more opportunity, and more advantage than those that are in a relationship, because you have all the time in the world to work on yourself, to develop yourself, and most especially to discover who you were meant to be. And there is a reason why you are, single in a time like this. Trust me, what is happening in your life right now as a single person is not happening to you, but for you. If you can shift your focus from beating up on yourself or allowing other people's opinions of how you should live your life to, influence negatively on your judgments, trust me, you will derive a lot of benefits from being single in your life in a season like this, because it's just a season. It's not gonna last forever. It's not a permanent. This is not your destination. You are a work in progress, and that's the reason why you are, single in a time like this. If you believe in faith, if you believe in, divine guidance, if you believe in the scripture that the Lord directs your steps, then understand that what is happening in a time like this, in this season of your life, is happening for you and not to you. What you have been through was not meant to destroy you, but to prepare you. Okay? You are now seasoned. You are now better prepared. You are wiser. You are stronger. And that is the reason, there is a purpose for this preparation. That's what you need to discover in this time of your singleness. That's the reason why you were allowed to go through all you went through. So don't waste this time of your singleness. There's a reason why you were seasoned. And another word for being seasoned is maturity. Maturity and wisdom. So you have gathered wisdom through your experiences. You are now matured. You are now seasoned. You can handle whatever comes your way. So don't you ever allow yourself to be rushed into another relationship. You get into a relationship when you are ready, and not just because the society wants you to be in relationship. You just want to do it because of what people will say, what people are thinking, what people are saying. Other people's opinion of you is not important. What other people think about you is irrelevant. So discover what you are meant to be, discover who you are meant to be, discover your potentials, work on yourself, develop your potentials. This is the time you have to do all these things as a single person. These are the benefits and the advantages of being single. I want to give you an example why you should never allow yourself to be rushed into a new relationship. Do you know about Dr. Cindy Trimm? You must know about her. She is a writer. She is once a senator. She is an anointed woman of God. Do you know that Cindy Trimm wedded at the age of 58 years, almost 60 years? I followed her story. She was single until the age of 58. Does it mean that God abandoned her? Does it mean that she doesn't pray or she never prayed? Does it mean that she's an unbeliever? No. Cindy Trimm is anointed. We all know her as a woman of God. Her life has, inspired and motivated so many. She is a blessing. And through her, her gifts, she has blessed so many souls. God has used her to bless so many souls across the globe. But she remained single till 58 years. Why? If you want to know what I'm talking about, or maybe you want to be so sure of what I'm saying, then leave your comment below. Just write to me and say, I want to have that video where she confessed with her mouth what I'm about to share with you, and I will send the link to you. She said that up to the age of 30, she had had opportunities but she refused to settle. She refused to say yes to the wrong person. 30 years, still in the Lord, still as a minister of the gospel, still doing God's work, serving as a humanitarian. She is worth over 15 million US dollars. So I'm not talking about any other person or anyhow person. It's somebody that, you know, most men of God will even use as an example of, you know, a minister of God, a woman of God. Does it mean that her God never heard her prayer? And God allowed her till the age of 58 before giving her the right man. And in my next video, I'm gonna show you what it means to use dream board. She used dream board to make her dream come true at the age of 58. She refused to settle when opportunities presented themselves to her at the age of 30. Until the age of 58, that was when she married her husband. So never you let anybody rush you into a relationship or circumstances of life to rush you into a relationship that you later regret. Never you settle. Settle. Mark that word. Never you settle for less than you deserve. God has your best interest at heart. God has a wonderful plan for you. The reason why people miss out on God's plan for their lives and on God's best for their life is because they settle. They allow themselves to be rushed. They allow themselves, to be pushed by the society, by what people think, by opinions of people, by, some wrong doctrines. And they ended up regretting their life. And some are in a relationship where they are right now dying. And because of the ignorance or because of wrong doctrine, they are still in that relationship. They can't quit because of what society will think or say. And they are missing out on God's best for their life. They are missing out on God's plan for their life. They are missing out on an amazing life that God has planned for them. Cindy dream. Her dream came true at the age of 58 years. Not 30, not 25, not 45, not 50, not 55, 58. Work on yourself, and when you have discovered who you are meant to be, when you have discovered your potentials, keep developing them. The right person will meet you when you have discovered your purpose for life and you are walking in the right path where God has destined you to walk. That is when you will attract the right person. The right person can't come meeting you in the wrong place. The right person will come and meet you in the right place. How do you know the right place? When you have not even discovered who you are meant to be. You don't even know who you are. You are living other people's life. You are fitting into other people's image of who you should be. And that's how you miss your very best. Discover who you are first of all. Work on yourself. And while you are working on yourself, exercise patience. Don't be too hard on you. Don't rush and don't allow anyone to rush you. Have patience. Perseverance is the key. Endurance, and never give up on you. Never give up on you. Never give up on God. Okay? Embrace all of you. Embrace your uniqueness. It is through your uniqueness that the right person will come looking for you. Because the right person for you is looking for that person you were created by God to be. That's your image, that's your uniqueness. You don't want to miss that person because you want to fit into an image that was designed by another person for you. God created you. And you have to find your image in God and not a man. Let them say what they are saying is irrelevant. What should bother you is what is God saying. And can you hear the voice of God in this time, in this moment? Can you hear the voice of God? What is God saying to you now? That is what matters. Create a relationship with God. A relationship. Be father-daughter relationship. And when you have created that relationship, when you have come closer to God, build it, keep building it. You are work in progress. Where you are today is not the end of your life. Where you are today is not your final destination. Don't you give up on yourself, because God has amazing work for you to do. God has amazing life for you out there. You are here on purpose. Don't miss out on that purpose. Don't miss out on the call of God. There is a reason why God brought you, took you out of, that's Egypt. There's a reason why God took you out of that Babylon. Now that you are out, then discover why, the whys you were taken out of that place. Discover the purpose why you were taken out from that place. There is a reason for everything that happens in your life. I repeat, you are being seasoned in a time like this. It's happening for you and not to you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit the notification button so that each time I upload new content, you will be the first to be notified. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Bye.